Everyone, welcome back. This isn't your typical tennis update. The whole sports marketing industry is being rocked by this at the moment, because power dynamics in international sports branding don't often change gradually. It changes over the night. And that change is currently taking place at Nike's worldwide headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, where there is no longer any doubt about the emergence of a new superstar come to pass. The swoosh has been a symbol of tennis royalty for many years. We are discussing a legacy created by legends. From Pete Sampas's clinical prowess to Andre Agassi's transformation of tennis style to John McEnroe's rebellious supremacy. Next came the contemporary powerhouses Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and the unstoppable Williams sisters, Venus and Serena Williams. Being the face of Nike Tennis is a crown, not just a sponsorship. And that crown is being discreetly transferred to a new generation in February 2026. Insiders disclosed this week that when the 20-year-old Filipina sensation, when Alex arrived at Nike's headquarters, she wasn't met with the usual greeting. It was regal. This gear fitting wasn't typical. Positioning was what this was. Industry rumors claim that Alex isn't only joining the company. She is getting ready to be the face of Nike Tennis in the future. Take a moment to consider that. She is allegedly receiving the kind of lavish red carpet treatment typically given to celebrities like Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James, and Tiger Woods. And the figures under discussion are astounding. A potential 3-year endorsement agreement worth up to $45 million is being alluded to by financial insiders. Indeed, $45 million. If that is accurate, Alex would immediately rank among the world's top-paid female athletes. And it becomes evident why Nike is making such a significant move at this time when you consider her incredible talent, widespread appeal, and impeccable timing. Because this choice is made at a crucial juncture. It was confirmed a few days ago that Emma Raducanu, the 2021 The longtime Nike poster athlete and Open winner, left the company to negotiate a significant international contract with Uniqlo. She played a key role in Nike's worldwide tennis marketing for many years. Alex seems to be moving into the spotlight now that it is changing. However, Uniqlo intervened just as that collaboration was about to an end. According to reports, they offered her a huge contract for about $3.5 million annually along with significant performance bonuses, putting her on their elite squad alongside the legendary Roger Federer. The business was rocked by that decision since it meant that Nike was losing stability in addition to a star. Concerns regarding the brand's long-term prospects with existing elite athletes like Aina Sabalenka also began to surface. Nike required a new focal point. Not just a player, but a potential player, young, vibrant, marketable, and powerful, and their quest brought them to Southeast Asia. They witnessed more than simply a budding athlete. They noticed motion. Alex isn't just winning games. An entire country of more than 110 million people is being ignited by her. Because of her, tennis is suddenly becoming incredibly popular in the Philippines, a nation where basketball has long been the dominant sport. Global businesses are starting to realize that this isn't just about selling tennis shoes because every time Alex on the court, social media erupts, engagement surges, and algorithms surge. This is about reaching out to a passionately devoted global Filipino diaspora and breaking into one of the fastest-growing Asian marketplaces. However, marketing isn't the only factor driving this narrative. The engine behind it is performance. Because of what Alex is accomplishing on the court at the moment, it is impossible to ignore the hype. She has risen to a career-high ranking of world number 31 as of February 23, 2026, the highest ever attained by a Filipino player in WTA Tour history. She not only made it into the top 100, but also into the top 50 and, more recently, the top 35. Every victory and momentous stride demonstrates that she is much more than a commercial success. Grand Slam winners are been defeated by her. On hard courts, she is up against the top 5 players. She's turning into a real force. Insiders characterize the energy inside Nike headquarters as electrifying. According to reports, entire presentation rooms were renovated with special gear concepts, campaign strategies targeted at Asia, and talks about a global rollout centered around Alex. There are whispers that go much farther. A potential crossover with the storied Air Jordan brand is hinted to by industry rumors. And if that occurs, it would be marketing gold because the Jordan name is practically legendary in the Philippines, a country that is infatuated with basketball. One of the most potent brand synergy in contemporary sports may be created by combining that legacy with the biggest tennis star in the nation. As we delve further into this momentous occasion, we must comprehend not just Alex's remarkable ascent, but also the reasons behind Nike's rumored $45 million wager on her future and the implications for the upcoming global tennis era. So, how exactly does this kind of event occur? Because it takes years of sacrifice behind the scenes for someone to suddenly become the center of attention in the largest sports boardrooms in the world at the age of 20. The narrative of Alex didn't start in a stadium. At the age of 4, she took up a tennis racket for the first time in Quezon City, Philippines. Under the guidance of her grandfather, it became impossible to overlook her innate talent. She eventually traveled thousands of miles to Spain to practice at the renowned Rafa Nadal Academy in Manacor, Spain, thanks to her talent. Everything about her game was shaped by that encounter. It is evident in the way she presents herself in court. A left-hander with unrelenting baseline aggression, acute tactical awareness, and a deadly two-handed backhand. Rafael Nadal's philosophy is evident in every aspect of her play. When she won the girls' singles title at the US Open Junior Tournament in 2022, it was her first significant international achievement. Junior achievement, however, does not ensure professional survival. In actuality, many careers fail during the shift from young prodigy to professional challenger. The opponents become more formidable, the game quickens, and the mental strain intensifies. Over the following few years, Alex steadily established herself on the ITF circuit, which serves as a testing ground for tennis. She won 5 ITF championships between 2020 and 2024, just consistent progress, building her body, honing her skills, and getting ready for the moment that would alter everything. No headlines, no hoopla. And in 2025, that time came. At the Miami Open, Alex received a wild card into the main draw despite starting the tournament outside of the elite with a world ranking of 140. It wasn't just a nice run that came next. It was a declaration. She did more than just compete. She was in charge. She started by shocking Yelena Ostapenko, the former French Open champion. She then defeated Madison Keys, an American powerhouse. And the rough in a match that shocked everyone. To put it in perspective, she overcame IGTCH, a multiple Grand Slam champion, in straight sets. She was a 19-year-old wild card. By the tournament's conclusion, Alex had accomplished something never seen before. In a single WTA 1000 event, she became the first wild card in history to defeat 3 Grand Slam champions in straight sets. It wasn't a coincidence. The hype wasn't real. It was high-pressure tennis played without fear. And she shot up to number 75 in the world after that one run, which put her in the top 100. Officially, the entire world had taken note. More significantly, that breakthrough in Miami remained strong. It provided strong confirmation. Alex wasn't a one-time success. She did not vanish. She didn't go more slowly. Expectations surged as 2026 drew near. Additionally, it can be too much for many young athletes to bear the aspirations of a whole country. Alex, however, was not broken by pressure. It gave her energy. She had a great run to the ASB Classic semifinals to start the 2026 season. After that, she made her eagerly anticipated main draw debut at the Australian Open, where spectators apparently queued for hours to watch her first match on an outdoor court. However, the harsh Dubai Tennis Championships in late February provided the actual confirmation. This was not a happy run. It was supremacy. Along the road, Alex defeated elite opponents, including top 10 challenger Jasmine Pauini, to force her way into the quarterfinals. Her ranking reached a career-high world number 31 as a result of the long run. She rose over 100 places in the world rankings in just 1 year. She was no longer the underdog in the uprising. She had developed into a real threat, the kind of player that top seeds want to steer clear of in the early going. Now that the encore credibility was completely established, the business community paid attention. And because the sportswear market is evolving, here is where Nike's solution gets very intriguing. The age that was formerly propelled by celebrities like Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova, who contributed to billions of dollars in worldwide sales, is now over. More recently, the brand benefited greatly from Naomi Osaka's star power. However, Nike is constantly considering the upcoming 10 years, and the recent departure of Emma Raducanu to Uniqlo created a significant hole in their worldwide marketing plan. Nike abruptly found itself without a Gen Z female tennis star after focusing massive marketing operations on her following her triumph at the US Open in 2021. Due to companies like Adidas and AS6 actively pursuing the next generation of consumers, this produced a sense of urgency. Alex comes into play since Nike urgently needed a fresh face. In actuality, Nike has been subtly supporting her since the beginning of her development. They now seem prepared to take their connection to the next level. However, there is a significant difference between quietly supporting a young athlete and turning that same person into the face of a major international business. And it looks like that change is already happening. When she visited Nike's Beaverton headquarters, spectators and even sharp-eyed internet communities observed something startling. Several stories said that Alex's picture had taken over important interior advertising slots, which were previously controlled by well-known foreign celebrities. This support was not subtle. This was the posture of the primary figure, since Nike knows exactly what Alex stands for. She is more than a mere athlete. She has access to one of the most lucrative new sports marketplaces in the world. Hundreds of millions of upwardly mobile, technologically connected customers reside in Southeast Asia. Although North America and Europe have historically led tennis, Asia is the next big thing. Lena contributed to the rise of tennis in China more than 10 years ago. Now, in the age of social media, Alex is starting to ignite a similar movement throughout Southeast Asia. Millions of people on the internet quickly review, evaluate, and adore every clothing she dons and every pair of shoes she puts on the court. And that impact extends beyond athletics. Alex is combining individuality and performance with ease. Nike and Vogue Philippines' most recent partnership was a great example of that. It was more than just a sports photo session. It was a declaration of culture. Alex, who is only 20 years old, combined images of professional athletes with her Filipino ancestry to represent pride, identity, and contemporary aspirations. One particularly noteworthy item was personalized Nike clothing with a subtle yet impactful nod to her heritage, inspired by national symbolism. According to reports, Nike even gave her customized gear with traditional floral themes associated with Filipino culture before Wimbledon. Strategic storytelling is what this is. Nike offers more than only athletic wear, such as the Vapor Pro 3. They are creating a story, aspirations, legacy, and worldwide identity. Alex is being positioned as a cultural icon in addition to an athlete. Furthermore, the fact that a multinational conglomerate like Nike is embracing Filipino symbols demonstrates how essential Alex has become to their long-term worldwide strategy.